Huge news just dropped in the world of college football recruiting, and it's a massive shakeup right here in the state of Utah. The talented Pula twins, Jaron and Kennan, have officially flipped their commitment from the Utah Utes to the BYU Cougars and are set to sign with the team in Provo. This is a monumental win for BYU and a significant loss for Utah, especially given how late it is in the recruiting cycle. But here's the kicker. This isn't even the first time the twins have changed their minds. This whole saga is a roller coaster. Originally, the highly sought-after athletes from Lone Peak High School were committed to UCLA. They seemed locked in with the Bruins, but then backed off that commitment over the summer. In July, they made another big announcement, committing to the Utah Utes. It looked like their recruitment was finally over, and Ute fans were celebrating the addition of two of the state's top prospects. But as we've learned in recruiting, it's never over until the ink is dry on the national letter of intent. But BYU had always been in the picture for Jaron and Kennan. The Cougars actually offered them scholarships back in June, but for a while, it seemed like they weren't pursuing them as aggressively as other major programs, including Utah. The twins had a strong connection with the Utes coaching staff, and it felt like a natural fit. However, something shifted in the last month. BYU turned up the heat, making it crystal clear that the Pula twins were not just wanted, but were a top priority for the program. The coaching staff, led by Kalani Sitek, went all in to bring the local stars to Provo. Their efforts were paying off. Just as it seemed like the twins were sold on BYU and ready to make the flip, a new wave of uncertainty hit. Rumors started swirling that BYU's head coach, Kalani Sitek, was a serious candidate for the head coaching job at Penn State. This threw a major wrench into their decision-making process. The relationship with Coach Sitek was a huge factor for the twins. Kennan Pula explained just how critical that relationship was. He said, "We both wanted to play for Kalani. He's been our guy from the jump, and we were even ready to follow him to Penn State if he went there." Think about that for a second. Their loyalty wasn't just to a school, but to a coach they trusted implicitly. They were prepared to pack their bags and move across the country if that is where Coach Sitek ended up. When Sitek ultimately decided to stay at BYU, it sealed the deal. Kennan added, "He ended up staying, and we're really excited to play for him. He's been constantly saying he'll take care of us and he's in our corner, and it shows." That level of trust and personal connection is what makes college football recruiting so compelling. Jaron echoed his brother's feelings, emphasizing the importance of the coaching staff. He said, "Kalani is a great guy, and we're excited to play for him." It's not just him, though. Having Coach Fesi Sidak, the wide receivers coach, by his side makes it even better. It wasn't just about one person. It was about the entire environment and culture being built at BYU. Jaron also highlighted another key factor, the fan base. "I love the fan base and how much care goes into the players. I'm just really excited and grateful to be a part of something big and grow with this program. This wasn't just a football decision. It was a decision about where they felt they could grow as people and players." So, what are the Cougars getting in these two athletes? Let's break it down, because both Jaron and Kennan are phenomenal talents with incredibly high ceilings. First, let's talk about Jaron Pula. He's a two-way player, but BYU primarily sees him making his mark as a wide receiver. Jaron himself confirmed this, saying, "I think I can play both ways, but they truly see me as a receiver, so that's where I'll be focusing." He also shared his excitement, adding, "I never expected to be going to BYU, but everything happens for a reason, and I'm very excited about the opportunity." When you look at Jaron on film, you see a player with rare physical gifts. He stands at a twitchy 6'3", 185 pounds. He's not just big, he's athletic. He possesses initial quickness and a suddenness in his movements that is hard to find in a receiver his size. His most impressive attribute might be his massive catch radius. He can go up and get the ball, making him a nightmare for defenders in jump ball and 50-50 situations. Quarterbacks are going to love throwing it up to him, knowing he has the ability to dominate defensive backs. And he's not just a possession receiver. He's dangerous after the catch. showing open field wiggle and the ability to turn a short pass into a huge gain. Now, let's turn to his twin brother, Kennan. Like Jaron, Kennan is also a versatile two-way player, but his future likely lies on the defensive side of the ball, probably at safety. If you haven't seen it, you need to go find the highlight of his one-handed interception from earlier this season. It went viral for a reason and perfectly showcases the kind of elite athlete he is. According to Kennan, BYU plans to utilize his versatility. BYU likes me as a two-way player, he said. They see me as an athlete that can play both ways, but I'll start out at safety first. Kennan is joining a BYU recruiting class that has the potential to be one of the best in the school's history, and he's ready for the challenge. He acknowledged, "It's exciting to be a part of this BYU class. I know I'm going to be in a fight to earn my spot, but I just got to stay down and work, and I know I'll be good." That's the mindset of a winner. At 6'2" and 195 pounds, Kennan has the ideal frame for a modern safety. He runs well, covers a ton of ground with a smooth, fluid stride, and shows excellent range in the secondary. He has great football instincts. The game just seems to come easy to him. As a junior, he was a true triple threat, scoring touchdowns on offense at receiver, on defense at safety, and on special teams with a kickoff return. He's not just a finesse player either. He's a willing and physical hitter, and his physicality has noticeably improved over the past year. He's the complete package. This double flip is a massive recruiting victory for Kalani Siddiq and the BYU Cougars. They not only landed two of the top athletes in the state of Utah, but they also snagged them directly from their biggest rival. It's a statement win that will have ripple effects for years to come, energizing the fan base and sending a clear message to other recruits that BYU is building something special. The Pula twins are officially coming to Provo, and Cougar Nation has every reason to be ecstatic. Thanks for watching, everyone. This is a huge story, and we'll be following the Pula twins' careers closely. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more college football news and analysis. We'll see you in the next one.